Hey guys, so I thought I'd do this video. I know I'm normally like sitting down or like my bloody hair is a mess. Like I look like my clothes are like really really bad. But literally my parents went away for a little while and I'm like obviously the house is clean anyway, but I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have a deep clean 'cause coming back today, and I managed to bend over to pick something up or do something and pretty much nearly slip a disc. So I've got like a heat patch, I've got like ibuprofen. Oh, life. But yeah, so this one is basically my Game Boy collection. So pretty much this is all my Game Boy Game Boy Advance games. I have basically, I'd say, a small box worth of Game Boy stuff. Game Boy really holds a deep place in my heart because the first one I ever got was a dark blue one, which my parents bought me when I was younger, and I remember it coming with Donkey Kong Land like box, and I played that game fucking forever, completed it over and over again, even though apparently it's supposed to be really hard. I overdid that game so much. But so this is my Game Boy game collection, and I know I've done one of these previously, but this is an up-to-date one because I've recently got a hell of a lot more stuff. And so I thought I'd show you guys, and I've told a few people as well on YouTube that I'm going to show you, so here we go. So first of all, we might as well, and I really have like limited movement, so, and I'm going to move, if I move I'm going to move really stiffly. We'll go for consoles first of all. So first of all, I have a few, I actually not got the other one from the other room. I have a few Game Boy Color consoles. So I have this blue one. It isn't my original blue one like I told you guys, but this is the one I had when I was younger, and it's pretty much identical. It's got the back, which is fucking amazing. I picked this one up the other day off of Gumtree. It is the clear purple, I think it's purple violet kind of colour. Came with the back and everything. This was the second colour Game Boy I had once this one got stolen from me when I was on holiday in Spain. My dad bought me one of these, exactly the same, from the marketplace in Spain. So I had to have that one. I found this one down a boot sale. It didn't work at the time, so I literally paid a couple of bucks for it. The reason it didn't work was because someone had left batteries in the back and it had just eaten away at, luckily, the left side one of these, because you can just take that one out. It takes a little bit of force, but you can get it out. Just ordered another one of them off of eBay, took the old one out, put a new one in. Works perfectly fine now. I'm gonna have to stand up. Right. Ouch. Oh, 2 secs. Right. Right. My dad actually borrowed this one a lot, so that's why it's in the other room. I forget about it a lot. Is a green one. So I do have this one twice. My dad uses this one, so I'm not really I don't pay that much attention to it, if you know what I mean. It's still got its back and everything. I actually have one of those boxed, but that's from my boyfriend's, as well as Pokemon Yellow that is boxed. So the next consoles I have is, I picked up one of these. This was the Shape Advanced console that I had when I was younger. This one's a silver one. I actually had the dark blue one, so I am looking to get each one of those. It didn't come with a back, but I bought it with a bundle of games and it was worthwhile. It came with this little pouch to put it in and hold some games in it if I want to. It works perfectly fine other than that. Oops. Okay. So it works perfectly fine other than that. It is just one of those things, but I can pick a back up off of eBay for probably a couple of quid. I've checked, they're about £3 to be fair. So I'm really fine with that. I'm just holding out until they've got an actual proper one instead of a replica. So that's that console. The last two consoles I actually have are these two. I did used to have one of these, and you guys have probably seen it on my previous video. Your mum dropped it and it broke. It didn't break, basically the hinge broke, which is a normal fault on these consoles. so what I did was a lady actually contacted me from Gumtree, because I have an ad on Gumtree, saying did I want to buy some, and she actually had this one as well, and that's the one I wanted to replace it with, so I'm quite happy with that. This one is actually pretty mint, to be fair. So it comes with the box, and the box is pretty, you know, it's really good condition. The console itself is actually in really good condition as well. There's wear and tear, but that's what you expect. It turns on perfectly fine, and obviously these ones have got the backlight, so that's why I picked those up. As I said, it was really good. It came with all the innards of the box, and it actually came with all the manuals and the car adapter, which is, I've never actually seen one come with it because they're always lost or thrown because no one ever uses them, and the normal charger, as well as the instructions. So I'm going to put that one down on the floor. I'll be able to pick it up in a minute. And the other one I bought off the same lady was this one, because she actually had a son and a daughter. So this one is actually the blue version of the pink one I've just shown you. Again, it was really good condition, and I was quite happy to pay her for it. As you can see, pretty good condition. They did have a few stickers on, which I took off, and it's got general wear and tear, but again, I'm fine with that's what you expect. But it works pretty fine, to be fair. And again, it came with all the innards, and just like I said previously, this one didn't actually come with the car adapter, but it came with the normal one and all the instructions. So I'm perfectly fine with that. I actually sold my other Game Boy to ended up paying for these at a boot sale with a couple of my double games. It worked perfectly fine. It was just the fact that the hinge was a bit loose, and for me as a collector, I don't want that kind of stuff. So we're going to go for the boxed games first. So, box games. I have Bubble Bobble on Game Boy Advance, and this one is the limited edition one. You can see it comes with the free cable link, which is kind of cool, and it is all still in there. The box is actually pretty mint, which I'm really happy about. It has the old version of Bubble Bobble on it, and it also has the new version of Bubble Bobble on it, so it's pretty good. That's my Game Boy Advance game. I have this one as well. So this one is Ninja Turtles for the Game Boy Advance. Again, it's pretty awesome. The box is pretty mint, which I really like. So, I'll take some of these. So some of these I've got off, like I bought a couple of bundles off of eBay recently with a few in, and then the rest, to be honest with you, have come from charity shops. I went into a charity shop the other day, and they had like 6 or 7 Game Boy games boxed, and I was just like, okay, they're shit ones, but I'm going to get them just to add to my collection. So, first of all, what I have is these two, and they are actually part of the same series. They're exactly the same game, but you can play as 2 different characters, because this is what they used to do back then. So, I have Bomberman Max, so that is Bomberman Max 2, sorry, and I have blue version and red version. So, blue you can play as Bomberman, and red you can play as Max. So, as I said, they're exactly the same game, but they're literally just, you play as a different character. So, the other one I have is Bomberman Tournament for the Game Boy Advance. It is pretty awesome. It's just basically Bomberman, and you can play with your friends, have the same game with a link cable, so that's pretty cool. Right, so I actually got this one off of eBay. I think I paid about 6-7 quid for it. Personally, I had this when I was younger, and I loved this game. I don't normally rate the Simpsons games, because they are most of the time pretty shit, apart from like the odd PlayStation 2 game, but this one is actually very, very good, and that is The Simpsons Night of the Living Treehouse of Horror. So that's this one, and I said I don't rate Simpsons games, just like I don't rate certain other cartoon games. They're not fun, they're not good. They're just thrown together because they're a cartoon that everybody watches, so the company just thinks people will buy the game, and they do, which is our fault, to be fair. But this game is actually very, very good, and you can see, you know, the pictures on it, the graphics are were good for the time. So, right, this one is this game and the next game are literally the ones I got with the Game Boy, the box Game Boy Advances from the lady, and this one was amazing to find, and that is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. So that is pretty mint, actually. It comes with Obviously the cart, the manual, and the box is pretty good. So to be honest with you, to find this game, I've looked at this game on eBay just to see, like, because I was a bit like, first of all, I thought it only actually came out on the DS, but it didn't. It came out on the Game Boy as well. But I was just quite excited to actually get this one. So the next one I actually got from her is very childish, but I'm okay with that. And that is Hello Kitty Happy Party Pals. So that's kind of cute. It's just basically a cutesy little one. You know, it's just to add to my collection. So the next two, I actually picked these up again off of Gumtree. One off one lady, one off another lady. So that is, the first one is Finding Nemo. And the box is okay. It's not brilliant. It's not as good as the other boxes. But it's Finding Nemo. And then actually I didn't realise they did a second Finding Nemo, and I had to check it out as well myself. And that is Finding Nemo, The Continuing Adventures. So yeah, I didn't actually realise they did a second one. So I think I'm quite happy that I got both. I'm still going. Right, next ones I have is, I picked this one up from Cash Convert. It's actually for like £1. It's 102 Dalmatians, Puppies to the Rescue. So this is a Game Boy Color game. Again, it comes with pretty much everything, and I just don't mind adding to my collection. This one came from a boot sale, and it's actually in really good nick, and it's actually got all the manuals with it and everything. Cost me like £1, £2. Dungeons and Dragons, Eye of the Beholder. So I just quite like having that one in my collection. It looks, the graphics on it look awesome, and they are actually in the game too. So I've got Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. So again, I think that came from a charity shop, like £1. Right. So the next ones I've got, this was one of the ones that I said I found in a charity shop recently, and that is Secret Agent Barbie Royal Jewels Mission. So it's not, I'm never going to play it, but it's nice to have it just in that kind of really nice box. This one come off of eBay out of one of the bundles that I recently bought, and that is WarioWare Inc. Minigame Mania Mega Mini Jinx. So I love the WarioWare games. They are awesome. If you haven't played them, they are amazing. They're just loads of silly little games, like wiping a lady's nose, picking a guy's nose, loads of stupid stuff, and it's really fun to play. So the next ones I actually have, let's have a look, let's do both of them together. I have Advance Wars, which is the first in the series that was on the Game Boy. So Game Boy Advance, sorry. So that one's pretty awesome. I got that in a bundle. And then I actually got Advance Wars 2 with that same bundle. So this is Black Hole Rising. And this one's actually worth more than the first one. But it's really nice to have those in mint condition with everything in them. This one I found in a charity shop. Again, £1 or so. American Dragon, Jake Long, Rise of the Hunts Clan. I used to watch this cartoon when I was younger, and I freaking loved it. So when I saw it, I just had to add it to my collection. It's nice to have it in a nice box as well. This one was one of the ones that came from a charity shop. I'm not too bothered about it. It's just nice to have it boxed. It's Polly Pocket Super Splash Island. So again, the box is pretty mint. So I don't even think these have really been played. I don't blame people, but I'm just saying. So, I have The Sims 2, and I actually got this one, and I bought it off a load of Gumtree. It didn't actually, I bought a load of them, and this one actually didn't have the game in it, but had everything else in it. I'm not too bothered. The game, just picked that up off eBay for like £1. It's not that expensive. This one, personally, I actually bought off of eBay because this was one of the ones that I played when I was a kid, and I freaking loved it. I spent hours on this game and completed it so many times, and died so many times as well because it was hard. And that is Pocket Bomberman. So this one is like your normal Bomberman games, but it actually is more of an RPG. You can see you go around, and that boss is a bitch. He goes around, you have to drop bombs, and you have to estimate where he's going to go. And it's really good. If you haven't played this one and you're into Bomberman, this one is really good. So I have these two games, and these two are, they're fake Game Boy games, but they are a very well loved series. If you don't know anything about them, look them up. And this is, I've got Pokemon Frigo Returns and Pokemon Quartz version. There is about 10 to 11 of these games, and they all range in prices. They can be worth a lot of money. These two aren't necessarily, but they are awesome, and someone has actually gone to the time to actually really program these in really well. And like, they've made the case. If you go inside, they've even made a manual. Like, a fair play to them. They've done very good work on them. Right, so the next two I have are part of a series that I used to play when I was younger, and I love them, so I just wanted to add to them. And that is Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the animated series. So I have Zapped and Spooked, the games. There we go. Right, so they're basically the same game, just in a different kind of principle. Zapped, you've literally turned everyone into like animals, and you have to turn them back into like humans again. And it's quite cute animation. That's why I really, really like it. It's really like the series. And then Spooked, you have to find your aunts, because they've been acting strange and they've got a bit weird. But you actually get to play as the cat as well, Salem, which I love. Oh, 2 seconds. And if anyone bitches, I'll pay for that too. You alright? Yeah, you. Not too bad. They're on the way back apparently, but yeah, my back still kind of hurts. Ouch, ouch. Yeah, it's getting really stiff. Yeah, I bought heat packs, like expensive ones, like £6 ones. It's alright. It's just I feel very stiff, and I took some ibuprofen because obviously my sister was like, that might help take the swelling down. I was like, fair enough. So yeah, I know, it's just hard because I'm like laying on my back, and it's like, it's still, if I'm not in the exact right spot, it's like irritable and it hurts, and I'm like, for fuck's sake, like, ouch. Fair enough. Do you mind if I ring you back in a minute? I think I'm doing a video. That's right. I'll ring you back in about 10 minutes. That's fine, I'm used to it. It's fine. Are you going down the pub or are you not? It's raining and horrible. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Alright then, I'll let you go. Okay, love you. Bye. There you go, sorry about that. Right, so my next games that I have is I got the next two from the charity shop again for like a quid. Winx Club. So again, that's a cartoon about fairies, I'm pretty sure. I remember watching it and not paying that much attention to it, to be fair. But yeah, it's pretty awesome to have it boxed in. And this one, yeah, I watched her. We all watched her, and we all have to admit to it. That's So Raven. So I have her. It's awesome. Like, I used to love watching that cartoon, so I can't say much. This one I got out of a bundle. So this is Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, and this is freaking awesome and my favourite. This is the PAL version, because I actually have a double of it, but I recently put it in and realised one was PAL and one was American, and they were slightly different, so I've kept both of them. Didn't realise that originally. So, but yeah, the box is mint. It comes with pretty much everything, and I'm so happy to have it. It was one of my favourite ones. It's to do more with cards than it is to do with just aimless hitting things. So, I also got Trolls Hair Affair. I used to watch that as well, I'm not even going to lie. So I freaking loved that cartoon, because I used to love Trolls, to be fair. But it's nice to have that unboxed too. I had this one, which is Game & Watch Gallery 2. So there is that one. I'm pretty sure as well, it's nice to have that unboxed. I actually do have... there we go. I do actually have the Gameboy Gallery 5-in-1, so that's the first one of those, which is awesome, so boxed as well. This one I got because, as I told you guys, this was my first ever Game Boy game. So it wasn't Tetris for me, it was Donkey Kong there. So I actually paid for this one off of eBay because it brings back so many memories and I still love to play it now. The next one I actually have is Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle 3. And I know people kind of like, oh, it's boring, it's crap. I love this game, even though all it is basically shutting doors and going through doors and trying not to get collecting things and trying not to get got by Daffy. It's amazing. The next one I have is pretty iconic. I had to personally have this one boxed mint. I have taken the battery out of the game. I don't know if that gives it away. So it doesn't make the game go funny. And that is Pokemon Pinball. So it's freaking awesome. I have it boxed. The box pretty much mint. It's a slight bend there. I don't know if you can see. But it's pretty awesome and everything's with it. So I have Chicken Run, and I got this off Gumtree, I'm pretty sure, for like £1. Game Boy Colour game. Friggin' never really into like Chicken Run, but it's nice to just get them all together. This one came from a boot sale. Doesn't have any of the innards or the manual, just the game and the box, but that is Super Mario Advance, Super Mario Bros 2 and Mario Bros. So I love the Mario games, who doesn't? So I've got that one. And my last two boxed ones are the Incredibles, which I love the Incredibles series. They're bringing the second one out soon. I'm going to so enjoy that. Nice to have it boxed. And this one, which I'm really not too bothered about, and the box has got a slight rip on it, but that is Bratz Rock Angels. But it came from a charity shop, it was like 50p. So, they're my boxed ones. The only other box that I really have is this, and that is Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. I'm still trying to find the game. This is the box of the one that I had actually when I was originally had the game. As you can see, the box has come apart and seen better days, and it's even got the innards still in it. So what I'm planning on doing is when I get the game, I will stick the box up nicely, sort it all out, and basically have the box. So I also just only have to pay for the game because this can be an expensive game. So I'm going to empty these out in here. And I have an extra Sims 2 manual as well for some reason. I'm going to empty these out in here because, as I said, I can't bend. So I'm going to run through these pretty quick. These are my Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance games, and they are just loose carts. So they are just ones I either picked up from boot sales, charity shops, anywhere on the side where they're just floating about. So I have Thunderbirds on Game Boy Color. The Simpsons Road Rage, never played it, on Game Boy Advance. I have Driver Advance 2 on the Game Boy Advance. I have Hot Wheels Burning Rubber on Game Boy Advance. I have Turok 2. Yeah, I was just thrown in with a deal I did with someone. Mario and Yoshi. So that's just that weird kind of where you have to catch Yoshis. Ace Lightning on the Game Boy Advance. I actually really like this game because I genuinely like Ace Lightning, the series, and I am looking to get that whole series, but it's hard to find. I have MX 2002 Ricky Carmichael on the Game Boy Advance. And I have Turok 3 on the Game Boy Color. Right, I have Pokemon Sapphire version on the Game Boy Advance. I have Pokemon Emerald version on the Game Boy Advance as well. I have Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Dual Stories on the Game Boy Color. Banjo Pilot on the Game Boy Advance. The Muppets on With the Show on Game Boy Advance. I have Pokemon Gold. This is actually, I did not realise when I bought it. It's a French version, but it cost me like £1. I'm not bothered. On the Game Boy Color. Tetris, normal Game Boy game. Sugar. I have Pokemon Pinball on Ruby and Sapphire for the Game Boy Advance. I have Puyo Pop Fever on the Game Boy Advance. I have Mario Kart Super Circuit on the Game Boy Advance. And Donkey Kong Country on the Game Boy Advance. I'm nearly done, I swear. Right, so I have Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. This is actually, as you can see, a US cart. As I said to you, I just tested this before I was going to sell it and didn't realise the actual, like, the screens are different and it plays slightly different. So I've kept it for that reason because I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan. I have Broken Sword, the Shadow of the Templars on the Game Boy Advance. I have Thunderbirds International Rescue on the Game Boy Advance. Matchbox Crosstown Heroes on the Game Boy Advance. I have, you've seen me do a video on this one before already, and that is Super Hits 2000 Colour, 32 games in one, which is actually like 3 games in one. Right, so I have The Lion King on Game Boy Advance. I have Mega Man 04 on the Game Boy Advance. Literally, some guy sold me that like for £1 and I was like, just take it and run. Rugrats, the Rugrats in Paris, the movie, which is awesome. I love that movie, love Rugrats, and it's a really freaking good game. Pokemon Red on Game Boy Color and Pokemon Blue. Oh, they're actually on Game Boy. On Game Boy, sorry. So I have those. And the last little bits I really have are just a few novelty kind of bits. I have a Joytech kind of one of those, magnifying with a light. See if I've actually got anything else. Game Boy. That's all, to be honest with you. Game Boy. Nintendo, but it's not, because like basically it all goes in a Nintendo box because it's all just, it is hard to like keep all the stuff stored. But that is my entire Game Boy collection. That is Game Boy Original, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. So let me know what you think of my collection. Do you actually really like my collection? Do you think it's pretty good? You know, are you collecting for Game Boy as well, and Game Boy Advance and all them games? Are you collecting them too? So let me know what you think, and thanks very much for watching. Don't forget, if you like this video, to check out all my other videos. I have over 100 videos now to look through. Also, don't forget to hit that like button. It really, really helps. It more than you know, not just for me, that's any YouTuber you watch. Hit that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, I do them pretty much on a weekly basis. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because, as I said, weekly basis, and then you don't miss out on any videos. I am going to be trying to do some more videos in the sense of, I guess, what you see on YouTube quite a lot with more kind of graphics and stuff, but I'm trying to play around at the moment, trying to find a decent, basically, software to do that with, because a few of them I'm like, that's awesome, and then you get the name on the screen the whole time, which is crap. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching. If you've got any questions, leave me a comment below. I always reply no matter what. It might take me a week, but I always genuinely reply. But thanks very much for watching. Bye.